Hello, people. Welcome back to Let's Play Tyranny. Let's see here. On pause. Let's go deliver the iron. I think that's the first thing we ought to do. We'll talk to Isotanus. I don't remember what voice I gave this guy, so I'll just give him the tough male guy voice. Have you found the iron yet? Isotanus gives you a look full of expectation. Right, here it is. Good thing the Oathbreakers didn't get their hands on much. 1,000 rings! Ooh. Well, I guess that makes up for that bitter quip, dude. I can't tell you what it means to have this back in our hands. I'll make sure to tell my superior about what you've done for the Legion. Need something else? No. I guess I don't, unless you have new equipment now. Do you have new equipment? Let's see, it warms my heart to have, to arm and armor our soldiers in only the finest. He nods with pride. I'd like to see your wares. Do you have more shit? Do you have more good stuff? No? Okay. Let's see. I still have light armor leggings. I want to get rid of those, but... And I have an ironbound dagger. Hold on. Let me see about verse here. Yeah, I have unspent attribute points. Here's the thing. It's gonna take me 2 points to increase might to 20. And I don't know if that's really worth it. I might wanna start increasing resolve. So that we get, you know. Oh, so that's why lore is so high. I was wondering why I had so much lore. Yeah, it's because I have hard resolve. I suppose that works. A high resolve. I think hard is actually the proper way to put it, but we have a high resolve score, I should say. So we can get that, get more endurance, will, and magic defense. And not being affected by shit like that is really nice. There's also something to be said for getting more accuracy. Or more vitality also. But I think, you know, in keeping with character, the character of Roland, I think we need a resolve of steel. So we'll get that one up to 19 first. And we may be able to, the thing is that we can get higher might than 20, like with using items that boost. Like we were already getting +1 to resolve from the Edict of Execution. So, you know. So we'll do that rather than putting all our eggs in one basket. We'll make a bit of a more rounded, well, more well-rounded fighter. Right, I was gonna say about this stuff here. Let's see, do I have any cool one-handed weapons? I do have this bronze guitar. And I also have a fine iron greatsword. Vendrian bow, I have a bronze sword. Oh, I got this iron imperial flakacha or whatever. Right. Ooh, minor parrying. Well, I don't need minor parrying actually because I'm using dodge now. So let's get you over there and remove this. We also have minor accuracy on that thing. But this will get more armor penetration. So I think that's worthwhile. Besides, that looks kinda mean. And we like that. We like looking mean. Also, that thing we can sell. We actually have a lot of stuff that we could sell. So I suppose we should want to do that now, so we don't You know, just in case. I don't know when we'll see the next shop, because we're about to launch a major offensive, right? We're across the river now. We got the javelin. We'll keep the javelin a while longer. Iron greatsword, Vendrian bow. Yeah, I have better than that as well. We'll sell these two. And we've also got some money stuff laying about. Broken dagger. Broken falx. Some armors, some helms. Bunch of stuff, really. We got this Vendrian Guard bronze helm. We got two of them, actually. We don't need either. And we got a heavy armor that is also fine, but it's the same as what we have right now. So I don't know if we need that. We'll keep the Earthshaker hood for a while, yet. Right. Tunon's Fatebinder shit. Don't think we need it. And that. Ooh, worth a pretty penny. Apparently. No more... Alright, we'll trade that. Unfortunately, there's no way we can get...
Can't do that.
More healing potions. I guess that guy's locked up, so we're not going to be trading with him at any rate. Now, let's see here. We have 6 days. We do want to rest. Because we have... Well, we got some wounds, but I think it's fine. Fuck it. Let's continue on. I'm impatient. I haven't played Tyranny all goddamn day. Right. You don't give these Oathbreakers enough credit. Even the beast can begin to see something or other. Alright, they're just quarreling again.
How can we trust your rabble not to turn at this last moment? How many of your conscripts have family bonds to the Vendrian Guard? It is decided. The disfavored will take the vanguard of the assault. It is the only way to assure success before the edict comes to pass.
Graven Ash's roar pulses your eardrums. Ooh. And his face reddening as he yells. Right.
Oh, you're so young. We can forgive you for being stupid. Without your Archon of Stone to bring down those walls, you're out of your element. Only the chorus has the numbers required to swarm the walls from all sides. We will lead the vanguard of this battle.
The best the chorus could accomplish would be leaving a ramp-shaped pile of corpses propped up against the walls for my warriors to use. Their fortifications are not a concern. Even understaffed, my Earthshakers could breach the masonry in short order.
Alright.
Another brilliant idea. Cairn's cult is, we're sure, every bit as trustworthy and sane as the late Archon of Stone himself. You did notice the spire at the center of the citadel? Hard to miss it, being only the tallest thing on the horizon and such. Certainly your Earth mages won't do anything stupid like, say, breaking the spire's foundation? What could possibly go wrong?
Right, so Cairn did lose his mind and become all weird. Okay, so the Voices of the Rat is using his telepathy on us again. We just love saying the name Cairn just to watch him squirm. Graven Ash had so much hair back before he met us. Ah! Come on, don't make fun of the guy's hair. He has a... Did you miss the fucking beard? Come on. You don't need hair when you got a beard.
I trust them more than I trust your circus of rapists, sellswords, and turncoat tearsmen.
Archon Ash turns his head, and upon seeing you enter the tent, he relaxes his posture.
Tunon's Fatebinder has arrived.
The war tent falls silent, and all eyes turn to you expectantly. Alright. Okay, so I can give the disfavored some guff. Or I could give the chorus some guff. I mean, I can tell them that I was victorious in both our missions, despite the constant ineptitude of the chorus. Well, I don't think ineptitude is the right word, but the chorus has screwed us on multiple occasions. So I think I'll give them some guff. I don't think Roland will say constant ineptitude, but more like douchebaggery, I think, is the better word. It's the best I can come up with. I'm sorry. I'm working my way through my cup of coffee, but it hasn't really kicked in yet. Alright.
You dare call the chorus inept? Well, that's a half-truth at best.
The Archon swats at the air with his scepter, trying to anger us, Fatebinder. Or are you trying to win over Graven Ash by tearing us down? We assure you, little good will come out of your rousing our ire. Hey, I'm just calling it like I see it, bastard. Let's see. As growls both male and female rumble from under his mask. Okay.
Now that we are all assembled, I want reports. The Scarlet Chorus was going to resolve the Oathbreaker presence in the Outer Valley. What became of that?
Yes, what did become of that? We should know already, yet we do not. If we are not mistaken, the Fatebinder played a pivotal role in this operation. Fifth Eye, shed light on this baffling question.
The Oathbreaker, let's see, this is Fifth Eye. The Oathbreaker raiders were broken, and more importantly, their captain was taken. And he has told us... The Archon of Secret grips his helmet as a chittering percussion of whispers pour forth.
Nothing! Curse you motherless fucks! What have you brought but fire and suffering?
The voices of Narat slaps the forehead portion of his mask, and for a moment, the emerald flames within his robes dim. So he is eaten the guy? Or absorbed him in some way? Well, that's no good. I guess that's what the Beast Woman meant. About this guy, you know, swallowing people whole. He's absorbed them. He's a schizo.
Oh, suffering doesn't really capture the nuance of what we've done. Apologies. We've been savoring this one's defiance. We know much of their inner workings, their desperate allies, their foolish hopes. This is our battle to lose.
Why I am on equal footing with Kairos' clown, I will never understand. So, Fatebinder, you would deem this mission successful?
Right, These groupers will demoralize the enemy. Let's see, renowned for his skill at arms. It would have been better to best him in battle, send a stronger message. Well, maybe. But we did as we were told. Alright, the Oathbreakers were scattered, and I took the captain alive as requested. There's not much else to add.
Iron Marshal, I understand we've established a foothold across the Mittani. Report.
Securing the Mittani was a gruesome affair. An agent of the School of Tides still lives, and the river was turned against us. Despite our losses, the day ended in success at Ekokal Crossing, though victory came at a great cost. In securing the riverfront, it was discovered that the denizens of Ekokal were in possession of stolen iron. Fuckers used our own arms against us. When we of course put the village to the torch, and the Fatebinder wisely backed our claim. To show them the prize of resistance, our victory pyre burns on the horizon for all to see. A few got away, but their leader, Captain Mittani Sybil, did not. Our spies tell us that she was one of the founding members of this insurrection. Her death will no doubt dishearten the Oathbreakers.
One less noble scion of Apex with delusions of relevance. Good riddance.
Indeed.
Have we forgotten why we marched south in the first place? Are we to rule over a sea of corpses? Have you any idea how difficult it is to tax dead people? Your treatment of the locals is short-sighted. We alone follow the commandments of the Overlord.
As if to emphasize his words with a conductor's wand, the voices of Murat flourishes his jeweled scepter in the air. This is absurd. We aim to bring mercy and peace, while Ash remains fixated on ruthless slaughter. We take the noble path of tolerance, acceptance, forgiveness towards the enemy. While the disfavored would happily see every tearsman in a grave or a cage, and yet we're seen as the wicked and troublesome one. Well, you know. I don't know what to say to that. He's full of shit. Or he... Never mind. Never mind. Let's see. Chorus, I'm bringing you a captive, but it would have taken a gang of warriors when that's right. Right, I could chide him, but I don't want to do that. It sounds kind of juvenile. Right, we can safely assume Kairos wants some bloodshed, otherwise why send the disfavored? Actually, what I would like to say is, these people defied the Overlord's will, and there's only one punishment for that. I am the voice of the, the law of the Overlord. So fuck off.
Sophistry becomes you, Fatebinder. But we think the disfavored was sent to learn from our example. What other reason would the Overlord have for slowing us down with such a burdensome ally?
I mean, for a person who's this schizo, one would think he'd have, like, a broader perspective on things, right?
Kairos' Day of Swords approaches, and our allies in the disfavored and the court refuse to work with us. There is clearly only one reason for this.
Oh, yeah?
Graven Ash and Tunon have allied against us. You conspire to rob us of our deserved glory.
Alright, this guy's clearly out of his mind. Emerald-colored trails appear in the air as the Archon madly swings his scepter, gesticulating with growing rage. We see how it really is. You're all against us. Right. Yeah, listen, conspiracy, you're the one who's been acted the fool, that has acted the fool this whole time.
Acted the fool? We've assembled tens of thousands of new disciples to our Overlord. We may not act as severe and imperious as Graven Ash, but his job is merely to break things. The Scarlet Chorus has the much more difficult task of uniting these tearsmen to Kairos. How dare you belittle our work?
'Cause you're inept?
Then the impasse is clear. We both wish for the honor of leading this final assault on the Vendrian Guard. Since Tunon is not here to select the rightful bearer of this honor, we must turn to the Archon's proxy.
With whom do you stand?
The voices of Murat's mask tilts sideways as he lurches forward, wagging his scepter at you. Now's not the time for compromise. One of us will have the honor of compelling this glorious conquest. We know you will choose wisely. Oh, do you now? The tent grows quiet as the gathering looks on in anticipation. Well, listen, the disfavored will lead. At least I know them not to screw me over.
You honor us, as I knew you would. You have made the right choice.
Yes, I have.
The disfavored have stood at the forefront of battle since the first days of the war. And now, we have the honor of winning this final battle.
Graven Ash salutes you, his fist striking his breastplate with a thunderous clatter.
Our beloved Chorus! We have too many lives to protect. We can't allow your foolish decision to destroy us all!
A brilliant emerald green radiates from the Archon, and the chatter of a busy marketplace seems to fill the tent. The scepter he normally holds as a playful prop is now clutched as a bludgeon ready to strike. He says, "No, we did not work so hard only to be denied our rightful glory in the end. You will die with the disfavored," he says.
You would dare harm me and our guest from the court?
The air crackles with electricity as Graven Ash lifts his maul to strike. Holy shit.
By Kairos' word, this means war! How did it come to this?
He roused to consciousness to the sight of Graven Ash, swatting his hand over the thinning green mist where the voices of Nerat once stood moments ago. Did Graven Ash really step in front of me? If he did, I should thank him for that. So he stepped in front of me, thank you.
Just old soldier reflexes. Couldn't be sure if it was trying a simple illusion or a bolt of fire. Either way, needed to be sure my guest didn't perish in my war tent. Wouldn't be able to live that one down.
Right, we'll have to go to Ascension Hall without the chorus's help.
Yes. And instead of having false allies on our side, at least we can march on the Citadel knowing full well who is friend and foe. And it goes without saying, the disfavored need you now for this glorious battle. Please speak with the Iron Marshal. She will give you the specifics of our plan.
Alright. Are you sure you wish to go to war against the chorus? Well, it's not really a matter of wanting to, is it? You didn't really give us a choice, so it's a stupid question to ask. Okay, farewell.
The Archon of Secrets left behind one of his spies. Perhaps we should send her back to her master in pieces.
Graven Ash narrows his eyes and points a finger at Verse. Barrick's armor makes a discordant sound of iron bending under pressure. Everyone assembled in the room looks at him.
Something to say, Barrick?
Ash passes his stone shield, a confused
Nothing
look.
at present, Archon. Forgive the interruption.
Barrick looks to you with a vague hope in his otherwise impersonal stare. Verse is with me.
You would harbor the Archon's henchmen in your company? This is aiding and abetting the voices of Nerat. I cannot stand for it.
Okay. I do have enough lore to make an observation here. She can't tell us about the Scarlet Chorus or the voices of Nerat if she's dead. That would maybe serve to convince Graven Ash. It's a good argument. But on the other hand, like, that's not... Well, or I suppose Roland might have some questions for Verse after this, because she was a spy, right? For the voices of Nerat. So, if we were to... well, I suppose we would have some question as after what just went down. It makes sense. Yeah, she can't tell us about the Scarlet Chorus or the voices of Nerat if she's dead.
You would twist her loyalties from the chorus to yourself? A fool's hope if ever I heard one. Safer to leave her hanging by a gibbet or rotting in the pillory for the Legion's amusement. But I can tell that you won't be swayed.
Yeah.
You are playing a dangerous game, Binder. If you wish to hold a venomous serpent so close, I will allow you your own self-destruction. Now leave me. When you are ready to join the assault, speak to the Iron Marshal.
Cool. And the Iron Marshal saunters out of here. Okay, let's see what this is. Battle report from Mikakol Crossing blames the failure of the assault on the village on the Scarlet Chorus. Apparently, their scouts failed to report critical intelligence about the enemy composition. Yeah, well, the Tidecaster, I would guess.
I got it.
Well, listen, we need a rest. So let's go rest. Yes. We need to be in tip-top shape if we're gonna kick some butt. There's Iron Marshal right there. Oh, we're all gathered. Look at that. Even Marcus and Lucia. Alright, let's speak to the Iron Marshal. The time is upon us. The Iron Marshal Erenios nods at you with a serene smile. We march on Vendrian's Well to show these tearsmen the price of insurrection. She looks in either direction, surveying the movement of ironclad warriors readying for battle. Kairos' edict will soon come to bear, and we should move at once. Fatebinder, if you're willing, we could use your assistance. We have a tight-knit band, and while we are not outclassed, we are outnumbered. Will you march to battle with us? I will join the battle, even if we have to spill some chorus blood. Then our fight will be a righteous one, with the force and merit of the law on our side. Our forces are assembling as we speak. We will meet you at the Citadel. Graven Ash protects. She offers a firm salute, then turns to her troops. Alright. Let's see, let's speak to Severus, which is here. Oh, we can't? We can speak to Lucia. That's okay, we don't need to speak to Lucia. And I think we've cleared this place of useful stuff. Yeah, alright. Okay, so we're going to Vendrian's Well. To the Citadel, that's the major offensive. I think I want to put a cut in this episode. It might not be like a full half hour, but it's a natural point to put a break in the series. So we'll do that, and hopefully you guys stick around for the main offensive when we take the fight to the fucking Oathbreakers and the Scarlet Chorus alike. Fuck them all. See you then.